gag me, take me to the bunny ranch. People dying, kill me in the packing house. Even you have to
Bunny ears.
You know what? That one wasn't that bad.
Oh.
I would say you were being considerate of people's ears, and that is very apropos because this week we're talking about health.
General health. It was a healthy bunny ears.
Healthy Bunny Ears edition. I'm Matt Cohen, joined as always by your illustrious host,
JTT.
JTT. I thought you were going to say JTT Salinger.
JTT Salinger. Love it.
And JTT and or Mac, we're talking health this week, right?
Yeah. We're gonna do some a health thing. Here, I'm giving you a shot
to
glass.
your health, yo.
Yeah. So
what's in this Jameson Gold Reserve? If you're wondering.
Yeah. So
we're classic
drinking.
bitches.
Hold on a second.
Okay,
there
cheers.
We go. Yeah, there we go. Oh,
we're gonna live forever. That's how it works.
That was
right?
healthy. That was healthy.
Health, you know, like in podcast subcategories, it's pretty big these days. Health and well-being, you know, podcasts. Oh, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like self-help sort of stuff, spiritual, even like as far as yoga and medicine and.
Well, remember when your parents would hang out with other their friends and so forth? They'd all get together and they usually talk about how their eyesight's going or how they're tired. They talk about general health.
You just nailed it. So what I've noticed.
And so you know what we are? We're old as fuck. We're our parents.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
I'm both my mother and father. I am Legion. You know what I've noticed recently? So I'm 33, and my friends are all around the same age. I'd say 33 to 40. And the biggest topic of conversation lately has been how none of us are sleeping properly.
Oh, is it? It's usually sleep or poo.
I'm getting sleep. Everyone seems to be pooing fine, luckily.
Okay,
knock
there you
on
go.
wood. But it seems like no one is ever fucking sleeping right, and everyone's got strategies and weird elaborate rituals.
What do you do?
I get horrible sleep is what I do.
Yeah. Just pound some Xanax and call it a night.
No. Let's see. So I have blackout shades in my room, which seems to help. I'm like and this is embarrassing, but I'm like a 2 to 10 kind of guy. Mm-hmm. I'd say that's my sleep schedule.
Dig it.
But interrupted sleep because my dog will wake me up. I'll have to take him to pee.
I wake up 5 times a night.
It's rough. So that's worse for us than getting a short amount of sleep, apparently.
Yeah.
Because we never get into deep REM state, as it were.
Yeah.
And apparently, I smoke way too much pot to ever achieve true REM state.
Nice.
My brain just never goes there.
You're just in waking REM. Now.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I used to pride myself in the fact that I could take a nap at any time of the day, which I realized probably wasn't a good thing.
Yeah. You're just
I'm always tired.
Yeah, you're in REM on the daily.
Yeah. I don't say you know what? I pass out. I don't go to sleep. I don't ever shut the lights off, shut the sound off, close my eyes. It's sleep time.
So you don't have any techniques counting sheep or something like that?
Oh, I don't need to, man. I pass out every night. I stay up until I physically can't stay up any longer. And then I'll listen to a podcast or read a page of a book on my iPad.
I need noise to fall asleep.
Me too.
Yes.
Absolutely. What do you do for noise?
I usually actually just put on a YouTube video or something like that.
I do podcasts,
and it has to be more than 20 minutes long. Because it usually takes me about 20-ish minutes plus.
Excuse me,
oh,
all this
bless
whiskey.
You.
Speaking of
look
health.
that. Wow, that was a healthy sneeze right there.
Any subject specifically? YouTube?
No, not necessarily. No,
it could be anything. Just noise.
Exactly. Kind of. It's just jargon. I used to fall asleep with the TV on and so forth. And then I had a lady friend that I was with, and she did not like that. She needed the room pitch black.
Did you have headphones?
And so I would listen to books on tape.
Me too.
On headphones.
I
can't tell you how many times I almost choked myself with the freaking wire around my neck because I toss and turn. Yeah, with the headphone freaking cord.
But you learned so much about Asian tourism. What kind of books on tape were you listening to?
The Bill Bryson.
Oh yeah, sunburnt. Which one?
Brief History of Nearly Everything.
No, yeah.
Look, that because it's actually a 28-hour book on tape if you get the non-abridged version.
Jesus.
So I can spend a year slowly listening to it and then doubling back on the things.
Shout out to my preferred podcast platform, Stitcher Premium, where you can just load up. I mean, every night I listen to probably 14 hours of podcast.
Really? Wow.
While I'm sleeping. Because I go to sleep listening to podcasts.
Do you have a playlist or something?
Yeah, when I wake up, there are podcasts still playing, which is probably a waste of everything. But
my new technique is I play Halo and Halo 2 in my head.
Okay.
I have the first-person perspective and the whole thing.
I love that. So I got one of those too. Mine, and my whole life I've been doing it, and I've tried it a couple times on people having panic attacks around me, and it's work too. I build theme parks in my mind.
There you go. Because you've been playing, what's the name of that
Planet
game?
Coaster.
Planet Coaster.
I literally stopped it to record this podcast.
Right here
so
on
I'll
your-
go
on your Alienware.
I'll go, hey, tired Matt, what would a Spider-Man theme park be like? And I always start at the front gate, and I go from the hub, and I go from there.
Right? And now,
Because I always wanted to be an Imagineer.
do you kind of pick up where you left off, or do you restart?
It's a fresh one every night.
It's a fresh one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's like my version of counting sheep. It lulls me to
Well,
design
that's what I was asking.
amusement parks.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Yeah.
Because it's like with the book on tape kind of thing. I would try to go back the next night and try to like what was the last thing I remembered, and usually kind of just like rewind.
Try
it
to start
kind of
from
thing.
there. Yeah.
So like my Halo game in my head has been going on for a couple of years now, and it's freaking fantastic.
Do you have an ongoing game that you've been tracking?
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's what I mean. I pick up where I left off.
That's amazing.
What I last remembered. Like,
I do a lot of
my lady friend now. She goes in your sleep.
your
you go,
special lady friends.
Yeah, my special lady
There you
friend.
go.
Yes, she says in my sleep I go. Use every last bullet. Like
That's only mildly terrifying, Mac.
grenades. Like no. She actually says no. She goes, you are
In
always shooting in
2018?
your sleep,
Yeah.
and like this is not even like this is not even when I'm trying to fall asleep. I guess I continue like the game in my head
Throughout the entire
Oh
night.
yeah, no,
you're
yeah,
shooting
oh
people?
yeah, no. Oh, believe me, like I'm pretty sure I talk like Sergeant Johnson. Like yeah. Like,
Is that a Halo character?
That's he's the
I know
he's the-
Master Chef.
yeah, Master Chef loves.
Is that not him?
Loves.
That's
you
my
know,
one guy.
he's the black guy you couldn't kill in the first one.
Okay.
He's the
Did you
sergeant
try to
guy,
kill the
yeah.
black guy in the first
Absolutely. Everyone did. Are you kidding me? Like, yeah. He's he's like Lord British in all the Ultima series. Like you kept on trying to kill him, but you couldn't.
So here's what I realized recently. I'd been having increasingly like disturbing dreams for the last few months. And I was talking to my
Is
shrink.
it about me?
Nobody.
Oh,
you
damn.
wish. No, all our dreams are wonderful. We're doing this podcast. It's a never-ending. It's a never-ending dream.
Yeah, you're
We've
dreaming
already
right
done
now.
this podcast before,
Yeah,
man.
Dream come true.
I hope it comes out as good as the one in my head. I was having like
Use all the grenades.
disturbing dreams, and I was telling my therapist about it. Cause I go to a shrink, and she was like, "Well, what's the last thing you do every night before you go to sleep?" I was like, I mean, I listen to podcasts, and she's like, "What kind of podcasts?" I'm like, "Well, true crime podcasts." And she's like, "Wait, what?" And I was like, "Yeah, she like podcasts about like missing children, and then it's like 9/11 footage of their parents like crying over their dead bodies." And she's like, "Dude." And I went, "Oh wait, do you think that's
you think
not-
it's affecting me?
Mac, I've been doing it for years, and I used to go to sleep watch SVU every night.
Yep.
So now I've switched to like wrestling podcasts and like lighter fare.
Yeah. You're the Me Too movement of REM sleep.
Oh man, I was
watching
like,
SVU.
not doing myself a favor. Yeah,
Well, yeah.
My dreams were particularly heinous.
Exactly.
Boom.
Yeah, with my special lady friend, I mess with her. We always watch some of these like kind of like if she's about to go hiking, go like top 10 hikers that like disappeared without a trace. If we're about to get on a flight, he's like like here are like 10 plane disasters.
Sure, yeah.
Like with no survivors.
We can do that. So if you ever want, like next time you guys go to a restaurant, just give Sean over at bunnyears.com a heads up, and we'll write a fake article like top 10 times people died while eating at this restaurant.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're like,
Yeah.
let's do it anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's just live for the moment. Constantly try to tell your lady friend you're trying to kill her.
Yeah. Hope you like Ruth Chris.
So do you think you're a generally healthy guy other than sleep, which none of us seem to be doing?
No, I'm an unhealthy person. no, I'm not gonna fake jacks here. Like,
Sure.
I drink and smoke and all that kind of.
Do you
want
want to say what the impetus for the reason for this podcast is?
Okay, so I was pressured, but in a good way. I got my stomach scoped and I got a colonoscopy. I was hoping they were gonna put the camera up my butt first and then put it in my mouth.
Ass to mouth.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be A to M, but But
Did you request that?
Yeah, I kind of did.
Doctors just give you a strange look.
So and so I got that done. And yes, good news. I don't have an ulcer.
Oh, awesome, dude.
I have 2 ulcers. Yeah.
Oh,
there you
awesome,
go.
dude.
Yeah, that's great.
So what is an ulcer?
Yeah.
Do you not give you like a pamphlet?
No, it's
or
like
like a Wikipedia link?
lining your stomach and stuff. It's like a sore. Like I mean.
What does it come? It comes from like stress and booze and cigarettes and crappy food, or
my lady friend, my special lady friend, she actually read off like the things that like cause an ulcer, and I like she read off the top 8. Those are all me. like drinking, smoking, ibuprofen, like stress. Like,
She went to What Causes an Ulcer, and it was just a poster for Home Alone 2.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. It's like boom, there you go. Like a Page Master poster.
Yeah.
And so I got scoped recently and so forth.
Were you when you found, like, how'd you find out? They called you or told you in the office?
No, when I woke up, pretty much the doc came in. He was like, "Yeah, you should smoke and drink less." And then then he left me a voicemail telling me to call him back, and I haven't done it yet.
Were you worried?
No.
Like, I've never gotten, knock on wood, but I've never gotten like bad medical news really like that.
Well, that's kind of like, I figure where we kind of go. It's like what's like the worst medical news you've ever gotten?
Like, so here's the thing, man. I'm knocking.
Is
I'm
it
knocking
malignant?
on so much wood. No, I have never spent a night in a hospital. I have never broken a bone.
That was one of my questions. Like, have you ever broken a bone?
No, so
me neither.
I've been incredibly physically lucky health wise. Mental health wise, since 4 years old,
you're off the chart. Dude.
Yeah.
You should fire your therapist.
Thank you, dude. If she listens, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure she'd love to hear that. Also, don't listen.
She totally listens.
But yeah. So like, I was born. My mom had a C-section when I was born because like I had the umbilical cord wrapped around my neck.
Yeah,
so I guess
that makes sense.
I started out not great, but then. Other than that, like, yeah, I've never really had any health scares. I guess I've never broken a bone in my body. For full candor, I did a bunch of, I huffed a lot of computer cleaner for a minute there.
Nice. Oh, you did that. You're
dusters.
dusting?
I did some dusters in high school, and I fainted and knocked out my 2 front teeth.
Oh, nice.
So I've had like a lot of dental stuff in my life because of that.
Yeah.
Like root canals and fake teeth and stuff like that.
I am nothing but.
You told me the other day you're all fake.
Oh
right?
yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. Actually, did these.
They look great, man.
Yeah. Those are new.
Those are some chompers.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. Yeah.
Modern medicine.
Yeah. There you go.
But yeah, I never had like a real serious illness or luckily, knocking on wood again, or broken a bone or anything. I mean, I'm bald. I guess that kind of
What's the most serious illness you ever had? Like, if you gotten like mono.
Nothing that I can.
Yeah, I never made out with anybody. But you ever even just like a harsh flu. I mean,
I've gotten I've gotten like flus like everyone else.
Have you been semi bedridden or whatever? Like, what's the worst thing that happened?
I'm trying to think. I probably the fucking fucking up my face on Whippet thing because like. When I fainted, I like scraped up my fucking face and shit. I looked like I was in a motorcycle accident. So I was out of school for like a month.
All things considered, that's not so bad.
Yeah, it wasn't. Honestly, it wasn't that awful.
And actually, how did it happen? So you got high, and then what happened? Because we didn't finish this.
Oh, so it wasn't even that I got high. Like I was trying to show off. So like. I don't want to give instructions on how to huff computer cleaner, but you're supposed to exhale. I didn't do that, and I took a second hit.
Nice.
So all I remember is a wave of warmth moving from my feet to my head, and next thing I know, I walked in the cafeteria. I was in 10th grade. I walked in the cafeteria, and everyone started screaming and running, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I turned around, and I was like, "Is there a monster?"
Yeah, you thought it was behind you. Yeah.
And my teacher, one of my teachers who I was friendly with, ran up to me, and he was like, "What the fuck happened to you?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Look in the mirror, dude."
Did you fall over and clip the table or something?
The ground. My face was covered in blood, and I was missing my 2 front teeth. Ooh. And I was like, "Oh shit!" So they immediately brought me to the nurse's office, and at that time in my life, I was playing a solid 10 hours of Pokemon a day.
Nice.
So like all day, every day.
Game Boy, like Red and Blue.
I think Red Blue, yeah. Okay, I think I was still on Red Blue.
I actually just found my Game Boy back.
That's awesome.
I found my Blue.
It would have been Blue. Thank you. It would have been Blue. Anyway, so I was playing enough Game Boy, and the teachers hated it enough that like they told my parents, and I gotten in trouble so many times for like playing Game Boy in class that when they brought me to the nurse's office, they brought the principal in, and his name was Dr. Jorge Schneider. He was a Cubano Jew.
Hey, Jorge Schneider.
And I'll never forget. He looked. Yeah, exactly. He looked at my eyes and went. His pupils are quite dilated. And I went, oh, fuck. They were like, what happened? I went, I tripped playing Game Boy. You should really check the cement out in the courtyard. It's dangerous.
Oh, goodness.
Everyone believed it.
I was going to say they buy it.
My parents, they bought it with like a real,
They wanted to buy it.
They had to buy it.
Yeah.
But then, so everyone knew. But that was, I guess so yes. Health-wise, that was the most traumatic experience in my life. For like months, I would dream that like my teeth were there or weren't there.
Yeah.
I've
had those.
I've had because it's not a cap, it's a crown. But I've had it like come out on 3 occasions in my life.
Yeah.
one time on Halloween night, and I just went with it as like my costume.
Yes. You were on the HQ
totally.
thread when it comes
Our
to
friend,
the photos.
It's a for those who don't know, it's a photo stream our friends.
Yeah, it was our photo stream. But I had those 3 teeth because I have a bridge in the back, and it fell out. And it fell out on my birthday.
Are you serious? So,
Yes.
you had,
So it was a party trick. I would spit like these 3 teeth into my shot. I'd spit it into the shot glass, drink the shot,
And get them stick in your mouth
and get the
with your
teeth.
tongue?
Like exactly. Like
sure you got laid a lot that night.
oh yeah, you know it. Like a happy birthday, Mac. Yeah. There you go.
So yeah, that's my worst, and I guess my most embarrassing. What about you, dude? Like,
no, I never broken a bone or anything like that.
have you ever been like super sick?
I caught.
You had a worm.
I had toxoplasmosis.
Is that what you got in Thailand?
Yeah, no, that was actually like I got that when I was like 20 or so.
What's that?
It's a blood parasite. It's like a single-celled blood parasite. You can get it like about pretty much like 4 different ways. Like it's like you can get it from blood transfusion. Yeah, from FN. No, you get it from like a blood transfusion or something like that. You can also get it from
What did you get it from?
undercooked lamb.
Specifically undercooked lamb?
Yes, undercooked lamb. Because undercooked lamb and also not washing your hands after you clean up after your cat.
Holy shit.
Those are the other ways like to get it kind of thing.
And what was it like?
It was like mono. Like yeah.
You were just sick and tired.
Yeah, sick and tired and all that stuff. I was doing a show in London at the time. And like
Madame Melville?
Madame Melville. Madame Melville. And,
Were you the titular madam or?
No, I wish.
What was your character name?
Carl.
Just Carl?
Just Carl.
Okay. It seems so not like West End.
Yeah, I know. Well, what can I say?
All right.
Yeah, just Mr. Carl.
So
over
Carl
here.
got sick
Yeah,
in
yeah.
London.
Yeah. So I'd actually miss like a lot of the shows. Like I was only able to work like there's 8 shows a week, and like I was only able to do like 2 of them.
Wow.
And then those last like couple of weeks.
How long did it take to heal up?
I was able to get better about 2 months like later when we finally figured out what the fuck this thing was, and like
Just antibiotics and like.
well, I went to an exotic disease specialist. Eventually, like once I found it out, and my general, he actually like my GP.
Was he a specialist of exotic diseases or an exotic disease specialist?
Disease specialist.
Like he was from Tahiti or something.
Yep. Yeah. No. He boy, that guy can belly dance like nobody's business.
I'm glad you went with me on that one.
Oh yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. No, my dude told me, he's like, listen, and goes, you can go to an exotic disease specialist, but the side effects of the drugs are going to be worse than like the actual disease itself.
So you
just have to ride the sucker out.
Wow.
So you know what? I didn't listen to him. I went to an exotic disease specialist. I took those drugs. Like
Way worse.
Even worse. Like I think I caught thrush. Like from it.
Jesus.
Like
Yeah.
And so like finally freaking stopped. But it took me about like 6 months to get better, and about over a year before I felt normal again.
How long until you ate lamb again?
It was years.
Years, right?
I love lamb too.
Me too, but I would imagine you'd have like a gag reflex, right?
I love lamb.
So like I got alcohol poisoning when I was like 15, and for like a couple years, like the smell of booze would give me a gag reflex.
I had that with tequila.
Did you
Not
really?
just booze in general, but tequila.
Specifically
Like, yeah.
tequila,
Yeah.
right? Where
Yeah.
your
still does it.
sense memory just goes like. Ugh.
Still does it.
Yeah.
It's like it's 20 something years later, and I still have that like mezcal or like tequila.
How
like,
have we both never broken a bone? I guess because we probably don't do much.
Yeah. Well,
Were you
well,
an active kid
I mean, I played on my like basketball team at my like school
in your
and stuff
school?
like that.
In your fake,
yeah,
your
yeah.
fake actor school.
Yeah, exactly. My fake actor school, and played some basketball. And I've always actually been a very physical person. I'm actually surprised. Like just I think I might have broken a bone, like a toe or so, when I was doing my dancing kind of stuff. There's really nothing they can do.
No, I have my pinky toe is crushed or
Yeah,
something too,
and,
but that doesn't count.
and, like, yeah,
I didn't even go to a doctor or a hospital for it.
Exactly. Like there's really nothing they can do, and also there's. Yeah, I don't think I would have gotten a lot of sympathy from my father around that time. Like, so it's like, yeah, just shut up and work, kid. Like,
Hey, shout out.
no. Shout out. But you played sports.
I did because I grew up in Long Island, and like my dad loved sports, so like me and my brother, who was.
But you played football, so you never broke your collarbone or anything?
No. Not only did I, well, I mean, even going earlier, I played like Little League and tennis and fucking. I played and quit every sport on the planet. Yeah. And then I played like lacrosse and football. And no, I was lucky enough to never break anything. I definitely got a concussion once. I remember vividly. Like, I collided helmet to helmet with a dude and woke up like 10 minutes later. And they were like, walk it off.
Yeah.
And then also in camp once, we were playing baseball, and I was on deck. And then next thing I knew, I was in the back of a car on the way to like.
It's like a blink, right? You just blink.
The kid who swung the bat before me threw the bat behind him, and it just fucking clocked me in the head.
Here's what I'll
knocked
say.
me out cold.
Here's what I'll say. It wasn't you, but I've done that before. I've thrown the bat.
You've been the bat thrower?
I've been the bat thrower
What do you
before.
mean it wasn't me? I know you didn't go to camp with me.
I'm just saying,
okay.
is that like I've been that guy? Like I want to.
Where it hit someone in the head and knocked them out?
No, but like at the same time, like I've had like the umpire like tell me like just like.
That's why you don't
gotta
do
watch
it.
that bat because like you smack it hard. You're like, yeah, fuck this. Like your follow through kind of
The
just,
motion
let
you're
it
making
go.
is legit what happened to
And
me.
it's like I kneecapped like the catcher, like yeah.
Jesus.
I know. It was the yeah. Oh, it was a nice
Nicolette.
it was a nice young lady too. It wasn't even like it's even worse. Like it's like yeah. I don't mind abusing a dude, but there's something about like you don't want to hurt a lady.
I got one of those, bro. It's not health related, but it's another camp related story. We were at some like rinky dink amusement park somewhere, and I must have been like 15 and at the height of being an asshole because I was 15, right?
Yeah.
And there was like a mascot in a shitty, like dirty bear costume. And I was like, oh, I'm going to give this bear a bear hug. And I went up from behind it and I fucking squeezed this dude as hard as I could and tried to like give him a bear hug. And the next thing I know, the bear lifted off its head and it was like a 14-year-old blonde girl. Oh. And she was hyperventilating because she was so hot in there.
She was already hot in there.
And she was like, water, please. And I was like, oh, this backfired on me so fucking quickly.
Oh no, I injured a young
Turns out
lady.
it wasn't cool to randomly hurt strangers.
Because there was Clara the Carefree Chicken in Party Monster, and there was a big, like, just a dude, like
yeah.
And actually, it was one dude. I forget his name. It's forever ago. But had to wear the chicken costume all the freaking time. They actually installed fans on the inside of it. So yeah, because I think he lost like 10, 15 pounds, like just like sitting around in a freaking like one of those kind of like.
I knew they do that with some of the Disney stuff too.
Yes, they I think they
put fans in them.
They only really work the Disney people
15-minute
like
shifts.
15, 20-minute shifts.
Same with horror nights.
Yes.
I found out. They also grade those people on a scare quota.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you go to those horror mazes, there's like someone in an office watching, and if you don't scare enough people, that you like aren't paid as much or something.
It's like on a scale from Freddy Krueger to Elmo kind of thing.
Sure, which is the scary part of the scale.
Exactly.
I'd be way more scared if I went to Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights and I was walking through a maze and fucking Elmo popped up out of nowhere. Yeah. That would scare me more than Freddy Krueger.
Indeed.
Because Freddy Krueger, I'd be like, hey man, I know you hang out around here. I'd be like, Elmo, why are you here?
Just why you just...
Elmo,
what are you doing? Like, why?
Elmo, how did you get off of Sesame Street?
Why? No, you talking about, hey, you got a concussion.
Yeah.
So... My last concussion.
How many have you racked up in your life?
I'm probably about like 3 or 4
okay.
in my life. And I've deserved every single one of them. Absolutely. I earned them. So there was one of these times. The last one I got really was my place in New York, which you've been to. Like,
good Bunny Ears East.
Bunny
Ranch East. Yeah.
So it was my brother Kieran and his buddy Brett, and we used to like mess around, kind of like wrestling kind of stuff or whatever. So I climbed a ladder in my place, a good like 12-foot ladder.
Yeah.
And my buddy Brett was already kind of laying on the Aero mattress.
No, you didn't.
And so I don't know why I decided to even do this. I tried to do a leg drop.
Oh my god! I thought you were going to do an elbow. A leg drop is so much.
No.
Oh my god, Mac.
I'm going to show you, even though the audience can't see this. So like how you're L-shaped kind of thing. So. He rolled out of the way. I'm like, why'd you roll out of the way? So I hit the Aero mattress and I did this.
Oh,
so my
back of your head hit the
exactly.
ground.
If this is my head,
boom.
I went,
so Mac is describing a motion where his butt hits first, and then immediately his head and back hit the ground behind him. Yeah.
Apparently, it echoed.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this cavernous echo.
When someone hits their head and it makes that fucking noise, there's nothing more unnerving on the planet.
Yep. And so it was one of those things, and they're also on their way out too. So
you just ruined their night.
So they were like, all right, cool, like I'm not bleeding, it's fine, like you guys can go, whatever.
All right, just go to sleep it off, Mac. We'll see you later.
That's exactly where I'm going. I said I'm a little tired. It's cool. You guys just go. And then they
left.
So they left.
Oh jeez.
And then they called me back like 2 minutes later. Like, and this is actually like back in like the 90s. So this pre kind of like almost cell phones.
They got in the hallway and realized like head hit going to sleep. Oh fuck.
They had to go to like a payphone on the corner kind of thing and call me up and go, hey, like sleeping in the situation. And to my credit, I realized that like as soon as they left, I go, oh, I'm tired. And as soon as they left, I went, oh no, wait a second, I have a concussion. I could die. Looking at it, so. Yeah, so that was my concussion story. Doing an atomic leg drop from a 12-foot ladder, but
amazing.
You know what? It was awesome.
Was it worth it?
No, but yes.
You kicked the shit out of that mattress.
No, but yes. And actually, honestly, I was upset that he rolled out of the way. I was anticipating getting that kind of soft landing.
Dude, I've never wrestling hurt so much. So I got to go and Johnny Mundo has a ring at his house. That
He's doing Survivor.
He is doing. I saw the trailer. For
I know.
it.
Yeah.
He's a real jerk on it.
He's a Goliath.
He has a ring in his house, and former guest of the show Ryan Nemeth brought me there once, and I tried to take a straight back bump by myself for the first time, and I went for it. And Mac, I swear to God, it's the most painful thing that I've ever done in my entire life.
It take all the air out of your lungs?
It's not that. It's the whiplash from your neck hitting.
You got to tuck your chin, man.
I didn't tuck well enough, and also I ran the ropes twice. I had welts. I had rope-shaped welts on my side, on my ribs for a week. And what happened was, I thought the next day I was like, oh, this sucks. I'm getting sick. I have strep or something. My throat's fucking killing me. And I went a couple days and it was still hurting. I was about to go to a doctor and I saw Ryan and he was like, what's up, man? And I was like, oh, man, I think I got strep. My throat is fucking, weirdly enough, ever since that night, my throat's been killing me. He's like, yeah, buddy, welcome to wrestling. Every time you take a bump, it's like getting a minor car crash. The whiplash.
Yeah, the whiplash.
If you don't tuck that's literally was all from that one bump.
Yeah.
From one bump, dude.
One back bump.
One back bump. And I was hurting 2 weeks later. So my hat goes off to wrestlers.
Yeah, exactly. Don't
tell me that shit's not real.
You're made of glass.
So
I used to moonsault into pools. That was my thing. I could always moonsault, backflip kind of thing. And
you do backwards moonsault?
Yes, yeah, exactly. Like a classic moonsault. And so we were I used to do it all the time. And my buddies Angelo and actually my brother Kieran always say you're getting a little close to the edge of that pool, because I would always just do it into a pool. And then so we were doing saves and we were actually we were at the pool after hours, me and the cast.
Camp where it shot her. Was it camp or a school?
No,
it's a school, right?
Well, yeah, we weren't there.
Oh, okay.
We were at the hotel.
Oh, okay. I thought you guys stayed on set.
Yeah. We lived at the high school.
Yeah.
And did one of those backflips. I hadn't done it in a couple of months, but did one. And I clipped the edge of the pool. And with my head.
Your forehead?
No, my head. And actually, it clipped the bridge of my nose.
Fuck, Mac.
The top of them,
were people watching?
The top of my forehead. Oh yeah, no, it was.
Did everyone go
so I hit the water. I knew something. I knew what happened, and I could hear them from under the water going, oh, oh shit,
Were you too embarrassed to come back up?
So I was where it hit the most was right under my hairline. On my right side, and I was and so I finally kind of came up, and everyone was like, "You okay? You okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, no, I'm okay." And then I moved my hand away. Gush of blood.
Oh fuck!
All the way down my face because it's mixed with pool water.
Yeah,
and the whole kind of thing.
Warren, I hope you're eating right now.
Yeah, I know, right? And
or making love.
And so,
you think people fuck while listening to us?
I hope so.
Someone said. Someone left that comment before.
So I had to stay up the entire night. I got no sleep
on purpose and not.
I had to ice down my freaking head. And God freaking bless. It was fine because it was right under the hairline, but I have a scar. I have a gash right there.
Speaking of head injuries, where are you on the mental health front? Is that a personal? Is that an invasive question?
Well, I don't know what you mean.
So,
but it's in mental, I feel mentally healthy.
Have you?
But what are my opinion about mental health?
No, in your life, have you ever struggled with mental health or been medicated for it or gone to therapy or anything like that?
No. I've self-medicated with some Xanax every once in a while, but that was back in the that was back in the day, and not even in a recreational kind of way. It was literally
in a medicational kind.
Literally it's just oh, I'm having a hard time breathing, kind of thing.
You've never been to a therapist or a psychiatrist or anything?
Long time ago, yeah.
When you were a little kid?
Yeah, no, and listen, I like it. I'm not against it, that kind of thing. I just haven't done it.
I was fucking test case for everything. So when I was in
You seem like you need it, dude.
Yeah, dude. Thanks, buddy. No. So I am not on medicine and have not been since I'm 17 years old. Anything. I hardly take Tylenol. But
nice healthy bro.
Thank you, buddy. Health. But in kindergarten, I think within the first week of kindergarten, they were like, "Hey, here's the deal. He's going on Ritalin or he's not going to school." So I was on Ritalin at 4, and wow. I was on Ritalin and Adderall and Paxil and Prozac till I was 16 or 17, And then I just took myself off everything entirely. But like that's definitely like I've been in therapy now for like probably like 6 consecutive
And you wouldn't be
years.
the man you are today. If
Yeah,
it
right,
wasn't
buddy?
for like being off those drugs.
Absolutely. No, that's absolutely the truth though. I would be
Yeah.
fucking I can't even imagine what
I
my
remember
life
in
would
high
be
school
like.
because like it was mid 90s or whatever. I remember being at a table at lunch and it was 12 other kind of people in my same like age range, and I was the only one not on Prozac or like that kind of thing.
Now I'm one of my I'm not saying I'm the only one of my friends, but like a lot of my friends and even family are on like antidepressants because like most people are nowadays, right? Some kind of antidepressant.
Life sucks.
I guess I'm more accepting of that. But like my thing has always been like, and it's not just like depression or ever. Like I have like pretty severe like ADHD and like OCD and like
I can see that.
all of the things.
I can see those
Social anxiety disorder and all those fun Jewish diseases that we
car. It's just like like I can see you doing that. I can see that quality.
Well, so not
in the worst, like, not in a bad way.
Well, here's the thing: not ADD in the sense that I was distracted. ADHD, which is hyperactive, in the sense that I just never stop fucking talking ever, forever. Which I'm sure you can also see.
Yes, I see that also.
Mac, this is a really inopportune time to be interrupting, man.
What?
This is a
No.
serious subject.
I'm zipping
there
open
it
my
is.
bag.
It's your solo New York backpack.
It's my solo New York bag.
Good
and
for
guess what's
you,
in
man.
it? Guess what's in it?
Okay, it's our new segment. Guess what's in Mac's solo New York backpack?
Okay.
Is it a carrot?
It's a bag of Doritos. What?
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. Yes. Also, I have a statue of Jesus teaching kids karate. Also in there.
As you should.
Karate Jesus.
Karate Jesus. And you know what, dude? I got my solo New York backpack in the mail this week. You went with the burgundy. I went with
ordered
the
yours.
silver varsity draft. And I'll tell you, dude, it is the best. It's got like the most compartments. I've got my laptop in there. I've got my iPad.
You get your vape pens.
I got my vape pens. I got like I carry a big water canteen, as you know.
Yes,
you gotta
I do.
stay hydrated.
I've seen it. Stay hydrated. Yeah.
And that now lives in my solo New York backpack. Dude, it's like quality made and awesome. People have literally asked me already, like, where did you get that?
Well, where did you get yours?
Well, I got mine at solo-ny.com/ears, and Warren, you can too. If you go to solo-ny.com/ears, you can pick from hundreds of designs and get 25% off your order.
Wow.
25%. That is an amount of 100%.
Wow, look at that.
I'm getting better at
It's
math.
an amount.
I'm
I
getting
love it.
better
I love
at
it. Your
math.
math is getting great.
And what's even better than my math is my ability to just like be on the go now with my solo backpack.
For real. Actually, like get this thing because it's super cool.
We look like twinsies.
I know. Look at
when
us.
we're out in public.
Look at us.
We're
People
a
can't
new
tell
Boy
us apart.
Scout group.
Yeah.
And again, Warren, that's solo-ny.com/ears. Gets you 25% off your own solo New York backpack.
Go grab it up.
So like school for me was really, really complicated, and in a way that made me like very nervous for the rest of my life because of how much of a constant like battle it was for me to exist from the ages of like 5
I was
to
about to
16.
say this is middle school, this is high school,
Everything.
or,
Elementary.
yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Elementary school was like the worst. Like they wanted to kick me out every day, and never because like I was a bad kid.
But were you disruptive?
The most disruptive kid that ever existed
Yeah.
in the history of the world.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you know Summer Heights High.
Yes.
Jonah
Love that.
Jonah times 50.
Gotcha.
Like my job, that's why I connected to that show. I remember vividly being in like 3rd grade and being like, okay, my job's to entertain everyone else.
Yeah.
I already know the stuff they're talking about.
Yeah.
So I just got to make it fun for people.
Yeah. So a hyperactive class clown.
I won class clown, senior year. I remember vividly being in like a senior year AP English class that I like conned my way into because I failed every class ever, but I was also
Now you're in AP.
smart enough to
English,
get into AP. So I was like, take that. And I remember the class mutinied on me one day, and they were like, Matt, stop. They were like, we want to learn. Yeah. We don't want to hear your jokes. And I was like, what are you guys talking about? You want to like do school stuff? They're like, yeah, we all want to go to college and get jobs, asshole.
Yeah. We're doing AP to get college credit.
Like this isn't a fucking like one-man show for you.
Yeah.
And that day I went like, oh, this was a mistake. Not me being a class clown, me being in school.
Yeah. It's just the whole
concept.
Yeah. I'll stay a clown.
Yeah,
but,
well, legit, like.
but obviously not here.
Well,
Like,
no,
I mean,
and the real truth is, and I talk about
you accommodated, like, you found a life that was accommodating to you as opposed to accommodating to life.
Absolutely. If I could have, and my parents will cop to it now, like they didn't know what to do either in my situation. If I had the foresight to see where my life had gone, I would have dropped out. I would have gotten.
I would have said chastity belt. That's what I would have done.
that
if I was
A,
you.
chastity belt, and B, I would have gotten my GED at like 16 and started taking UCB improv classes because I was like 21 when I started, and that 4 years could have. Who knows where my career would have been with that extra 4 years or something. So, my message out there, it has to do with mental health, and if you're a kid in school or in college and you're stressed out, just make sure what you're doing is what you want to be doing, right? As opposed to thinking it's what you have to be doing.
Yeah, unless it's dumb, then don't do that.
Hey, neither me or Mac went to college, and we have a podcast.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
live your dream.
Exactly. Like, if you're like a contract killer or something like that, I probably wouldn't really pursue that as a career.
But also you don't need to go to college for it. So,
But also, give me your number.
Yes,
Give me your
but also
number.
Mac might need your number.
Yeah, I might need you. Yeah, I'm sitting across from Matt Cohen. I might need your number.
How are you in terms of like as you get older? Do you? And this is a dumb question because I know you will. And you're starting to though. Like so, for me, it was around like I'm 33 now. At around 30, I started being like, oh fuck, my shit ain't cute anymore. I gotta like pay some attention to my health for the first time in my life.
Yeah. Like, I'm not 20 anymore, kind of thing.
I just never. I had no sense of mortality until I was the age 30.
Me either. I mean, like, I'm only kind of starting to get that now. Really, when I turned 30, it was definitely like I looked around the room and I go, "What's that smell?" I smelled myself. I was like, oh, it's me. It's like I started smelling different. I got like a wrinkle or two that like didn't exist in weird kind of places, like like just like in my armpit or something like that. And it's like, oh wait, like okay, so like I started. It was slowly starting to feel my age. But yes, no, I am less invincible now than I was even like a year or two ago.
I'm at a point now, like sometimes I like lean down to get something and my neck is fucked up for like a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'll go like, how did that happen?
Yeah, it was a draft. That's what our grandparents used to say. It was always a draft that caused that kind of thing.
No, it's crazy though. So you're doing stuff now to adapt it a little bit, right?
I have to curtail my lifestyle to a certain extent.
So you love to say that because you said on the show you have ulcers now. So the way you're dealing with that is leafy greens, right?
Yeah, leafy greens, less less red meat. Like I'm having like maybe once a week, maybe twice a week. No more ibuprofen.
Was that really a big part of it? Was the ibuprofen?
Well, because it was also with my neck thing.
Were you taking it every day?
Well, I was taking like 800 milligrams. I was like counting 800 milligram, like like pills, like just like get this go away because I didn't want to take any opiates or anything.
Yeah.
Like that. And actually, like I know it doesn't show, but like I do like. I've been cutting back on my drinking.
I've seen it, man.
And even
you were drinking a beer the other day, and I was like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
I know, right? Like like So I've been curbing that. Even like
Smokes,
the smoking's been kind of curbed. Like that's what you see me like when I'm like here and like I'll have a couple of drinks and I'll chain smoke.
Yeah.
But like no, like it's like if I'm on my own, like it's like less than half a pack.
Really?
Yeah.
A day? Wow.
Yeah. Like 10.
What was the
10 to
most
8.
you ever smoked?
I mean, like
a day,
just
like
my record.
No,
or just like or like just like
at an average length. Of
about
time.
2 packs.
Yeah, me too. So I was like 2 packs a day for like probably close to 10 years.
Yeah.
And
it goes with like
10 years. 10 years. Yeah.
Coffee, whiskey.
Oh, I mean,
there's certain things that just kind of go.
Mac, so this is a health thing. So I'm sure you can all tell, Warren. Hold on a second. I vape now. Because I smoked.
Where to vape, bro?
I started smoking cigarettes when I was like 16, and I was like the worst / best cigarette smoker of all time. Worst meaning.
What was your brand?
2 different loves in my life. Started with Marlboro menthol lights. Always a menthol guy.
Oof.
And then I switched to Camel Crushes.
Oh, okay, there you go.
For
best of both worlds.
Yeah. Or Camel Menthol Silver, I believe, was the other one.
Oh.
I love once I saw the crush, I never went back.
That sounds annoying.
Because then I would bum cigarettes from people, and I would try to crush the filter, and I wouldn't get that satisfying fucking click.
Because I do the Parliaments kind of thing. I always like try to like bite the filter.
The back of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I was like, it got to a point. So you said like it goes with coffee, it goes with cigarettes. Yeah. I chain smoked all day, every day. Man, I would smoke in the shower. Yeah. I would lean out of the way of the water to smoke. You too?
Kieran still teases me about like the time he saw me brushing my teeth
and smoking at the same time.
Cigarette at the same time.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I would go hiking on Runyon Canyon and chain smoke the whole way.
Yeah.
Like I associated everything with cigarettes. So when I tried to quit cold turkey, I was like, oh my God, I'm nothing. Because it wasn't like oh, people are like, oh, I need cigarettes to drink, or I need cigarettes when I'm like playing poker. I needed cigarettes to live. So like, yes, I have substituted cigarettes with an equal nicotine delivery system.
Well, yeah, it is healthier and stuff.
It's like 1,000 times healthier.
And I've been doing some of that kind of vapey
yeah, you
kind of
do the
stuff.
vapey thing too. Look, could you ever see yourself transitioning entirely?
Yeah, no, it's gonna happen. You know, yeah, I'm turning the corner at 40 and stuff like that.
Because here's my thing, and again, we're not health experts. We should have started the show by saying that.
Oh, by the way, we are
we don't
not
know
health
shit.
experts.
But like, I think nicotine is just addictive and not unhealthy.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the idea.
Anything addictive is theoretically unhealthy.
We're not scientists here, obviously.
But if I'm okay,
but no, the idea is it's a nicotine delivery system. It's everything else is like that. Bad.
So
that's
exactly.
I love it. I'm searching for the word. Yeah, searching for the word. And bad.
That's the no good.
That's the no.
So if vaping is like the healthiest method theoretically of being able to like,
well, we're the
take
first
in
generation.
nicotine.
We're the first generation of doing this.
So we won't.
Who
know
knows?
for a
Like, I
minute.
mean, like maybe we're inventing new kinds of cancer we didn't even know existed.
And maybe
by,
it'll be
by
cool. Maybe we'll
vaping.
get like superpowers though.
Yeah, I know, right? Exactly.
Maybe we'll all turn into like little Peter Parkers.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
but
so
I'll
again, no,
take
we're
this.
we're space monkeys when it comes to that kind
But
of
like
stuff.
I don't.
It curbs like, you know, on long flights. I have my little vape pen. and
It sounds
stuff.
silly, but like I don't think I'm ready to give up nicotine. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I thrive off of it. It's a stimulant, and I don't drink coffee, and I don't really take in
Do
caffeine.
you do less and less of it?
No. Yeah, you know what? I've taken my milligrammage down once over the like 5 years I've been vaping. I'm still higher than most people I know, but
What's your MGs?
12 milligrams right now.
Okay,
I used to- 21 for years.
Oh, okay. Like, so you like halved it.
Yeah, I did have it, and eventually I could probably even take it down now without realizing it. The other thing is, for those asking, I only vape menthol tobacco flavored.
You're classic.
I don't do any like cotton candy, fucking cinnamon bun bullshit. Like it's called New Pimp. It's called New Pimp. I want it to taste like a Newport cigarette because that's what I smoke. You know what I mean?
I would always.
I want to burn my throat.
I would like probably about once every 2 months get a pack of Newport Lights. Like, yeah, I
Just as a flavor change.
yeah, especially when I was smoking pot, it was like that kind of thing where it's kind of like, yeah, you take it, there's something about like a bong hit and then a menthol.
You were saying funny. You were there. It was my Europe trip when I saw you in Paris. That was my last grand hurrah because I was fucking by myself in Europe. I was smoking like 3 packs a day, and also they had the weirdest cigarettes. They had grape flavored Camel Crushes in Switzerland.
Wow.
And they were
I don't even know
disgusting
that
and
one.
delicious at the same time.
Disgustingly delicious.
They had purple filters.
Wow.
I thought really fucking cool.
that seems appropriate. But yeah. I remember we were both chain smoking.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. No, we're growing up, man. I was never really a big drinker, obviously, because I'm a fucking massive pothead. So it's not like I've been on the straight and narrow. But I was a big pre-legal drinker.
Gotcha. No, of course. Look at
I had
you feel
alcohol-
like you're getting one over on everybody.
I had alcohol poisoning like 5 times before I turned 21.
Yeah. No,
which
and then
isn't
then
good.
it became not fun anymore.
Then by the time I turned 21, I was like,
Yeah,
why
yeah.
the fuck would I ever want to drink anymore?
No, I kind of, you know, sometimes.
When did you find it?
Oh, booze?
Yeah.
Oh, I think my first drink, I think I was about like 14, 13, like just like a beer or
Sure.
something like that kind of thing. You know, I kind of ebb and flow when it comes to like booze. Like I've actually like just gone just like a whole year like without drinking. Yeah, like I haven't done it in a while. But you know, every once in a while, kind of just like a full year, just don't do it. And it's not even for health purposes. It was kind of just more, I don't know, for shits and giggles or whatever.
It's
or
fun
you know,
to abstain from stuff for a while. It's
yeah,
like a challenge.
exactly. Exactly. It's a game. It's fun.
Master of your domain thing. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Looking at it. So yeah.
No, as I get older, man. So like,
And booze doesn't really mix with a lot of things either.
No, you
like,
can't pair it well, right?
Exactly. Like so it's like you know.
Wine and wine. Sure.
Okay, you compare you can pair some wine with like, you know, your beef tenderloin.
I've tried, man. I've been drinking some fucking Moscow Mules lately, and I'm like, God damn it, pair with something already. I'll keep working until it does, man.
I'm working on it. Fine, I'm on it. I'm on it right
bread so far, I'm okay
Moscow
Thank you, buddy.
Mule.
I'd say the biggest changes I've made health-wise in the last few years, or let's say the newer, I don't want to say second half of my life because that means I only live till 60-something, but I started doing yoga.
How is that?
I love it, man.
People have been telling me that I should do yoga.
You can get a free week with me if you want to come to Core Power. You can get a guest week. So I do hot yoga, which is like
You're like in a sauna kind of
It's
situation.
sauna, or hotter even. You sweat out your entire body, and here's my thing, right? So you know me pretty well. I'm not able to relax, because of my brain and all that.
Yes.
So
that's loud.
Yeah. So meditation's never worked for me, and hypnosis has never worked for me, and yoga, which I thought would be the most spiritual hippie bullshit. It works for me because it's the hardest workout I've ever done in my life. And by the end of it,
you have to concentrate on what you're doing.
It's that. Your mind is empty because you're so concentrated on not feeling pain and breathing that for the first time, it's the only way I can actually achieve some level of...
How often do you look left and right?
In general?
No, in your yoga class. Are you checking people out? Their techniques or their butts or anything?
Yeah, totally. But it depends.
That's what I'm asking.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It depends on where we are. It ebbs and flows during every yoga class. There will be points where I will tune out for a minute and become superficial and because they're the hottest.
That's your zen place.
I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, people who do yoga are usually pretty fit.
And then there are also parts where I'm just trying not to die. So it goes back and forth. I don't like looking at myself in the mirror as much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I look at other people perform and stuff.
Yeah, that's
depends.
What I'm asking.
It's also
like I said, people who do yoga are usually pretty hot.
Well, we've also talked about it on this show, unfortunately.
Not in the sauna sense.
The other thing is because of where I do it and just LA in general, sometimes there's celebrities or porn stars and shit.
Yeah.
Then I become super self-conscious and I have to be best yoga guy ever because I'm
I gotta
you want
to impress Jason Statham.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Or whoever the fuck it is. Yeah. I gotta out yoga them.
You gotta out yoga Slice
So yoga
Stallone.
and hiking, and I know you fucking hate hiking.
Yeah, I know.
We've talked about this, but I love it.
I can walk anywhere, kind of thing.
I like the nature of it all, dude. And you know what I do in my mind? This might help you explain why I like it a little more. I role play, and I go oh, if I was a Native American and I lived here before civilization, this might be my daily commute, walking up and down this mountain.
Yeah.
That doesn't sell you on it?
That's very progressive of you.
I also used to pretend, sometimes I pretend werewolves are chasing me.
So, okay, there we go. I mean, sometimes you should play Halo in your head.
Yeah, anything you can do to motivate yourself.
No, hiking is kind of just no, I mean, I like nature. Love smelling nature, love being in it, all that kind of stuff. But there's something about a hike that kind of feels pointless and disingenuous even. Kind of just it's you're not genuinely connecting with nature. You're walking for fun and health kind of thing.
I mean,
and actually not even for fun. You're doing it for health and because it's
there are different types of hikes. I don't, and this is real LA centric, but some of the hikes out here are paved and they are hot people walking for exercise. I actually have a national forest pass and shit, and I'll do forest. I don't only do uphill hikes. I like nature.
Let me show you some YouTube videos of hikers that never return.
Oh, I know they do.
I know, it's fun.
My special place growing up was smoking pot in the woods of Long Island by myself, so I'm a forest guy in general.
That makes sense to me.
I'm a forest guy.
No, I'll go to the woods and smoke some pot or drink some beers or play horseshoes.
That's the grown-up version.
Yeah,
but walking through the woods.
But just kind of walking through the woods. No, I do that all the time.
If you were
specifically calling it a hike is just it's just
you're upset with the word. You think it should just be called walking through the woods?
Yeah, pretty much. Yes, I think it is.
How are you on jogging?
Yeah, right. It's just walking fast.
If you were to exercise, which you probably are going to have to at some point.
Yeah, no.
What is your preferred method going to be?
Oh no, actually, I kind of go Rocky IV on this.
You do old school training shit. I forgot.
Yes, I do the push-ups. I do my sit-ups. I actually lift paint cans, full paint cans, and so forth. You
got yourself in shape for Changeland movie film.
Yeah, I know. Actually, I was looking at myself in the mirror this morning. I was like, oh fuck, I got back to
Changeland shape. We all do.
Oh yeah,
buddy.
my special lady friend is geez, my body just not I'm not as hot as I used to be. Boy, oh
about
boy.
you, she said that?
No, I said it about myself.
Oh, okay. And she agreed?
No, I just said it in my own mind.
Yeah, don't ever let them know that, because then they'll think it.
Yeah, no shit.
Right?
Exactly.
You never want to plant those seeds in their heads.
You don't want to plant that one in there. Oh gosh, I used to be cute.
Wait a minute, you did.
Wait, yeah, you were
Hey.
cute. Your arms actually were buff before.
So you're not a gym guy, weight guy?
No, I don't like working out with other people. Kind of thing. I mean, I know how to work gym equipment and so forth. I've actually done a little bit of that kind of stuff.
What about a home gym?
Sure, I can do that. I can do that. Like it's not like I need like gallons of milk like to to do my weightlifting.
I would just wonder if the paint cans is going to be like the same exercise. Like you're only getting one thing out of that. Probably.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, I just don't like working out like in front of other people. I guess.
Nor do I. I don't belong to a gym.
No, I'm usually like actually by myself. I usually have a drink or two beforehand. For
I'll
real.
smoke weed, so
No, for real.
Actually,
It loosens me up. It loosens up my muscles, and like I don't mind looking ridiculous in the mirror. Because sometimes I look at what I'm doing and I feel ridiculous.
Well, it is ridiculous.
Because it is ridiculous.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
So like, no, I should loosen myself up, both mentally and physically, and then next thing you know, like just doing push-ups and sit-ups and so forth.
It's weird, man. And Warren, you might relate to this, but like I feel like the more I limit myself, the more I feel like an adult.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know what
like,
I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing.
Because when
the
you're
last
a kid,
couple
like you
years.
indulge.
Yeah. Now I go like, oh fuck, I shouldn't get McDonald's. I have to like stop myself.
Yeah.
Or like eating fruit by the foot, or like.
Believe me, I'm eating salmon and salad right now.
You know what I
the
mean,
time.
dude? And but it feels I do get a sense of satisfaction out of like feeling physically.
You feel,
better.
you feel mature.
Physically fucking better.
Listen,
and you
like,
feel mature.
No, my bowels appreciate it and things like that. You know, my body appreciates it. Like just like my digestive tract, or just just my arms like it. Like everything likes it. My brain likes it.
So going back to us never breaking a body, I would wager that is because unlike our good friend Stuart Miller, who shout out is currently at the Highland Games somewhere in New Jersey in a kilt.
In a kilt, yeah. I love how you're about to say skirt.
Crushing it. Kilt. No, not. Never for manly Stu. Stu is like a skiing guy and a boating guy. And
Totally.
Like, let's go out and do something that we could probably break all our bones doing.
Yeah. I don't understand that.
I am risk adverse in that sense, and I think you are as well, right?
Yes. Yeah, generally speaking, yes. I occasionally catch myself doing stupid things, like I'll slide down a banister, like that's like 2 stories high.
Too
kind
long
of thing.
to be sliding down.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'll do those kind of things, but generally, like yes, like I have risk aversion.
I have a sense of my mortality now, and I am trying to not end that.
I've started considering I don't want to die this way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't want to it's like
that makes sense. Yeah.
Great. Like I died because I was skiing and I bumped into a tree.
That was me.
I was like, that would suck.
Shout
man.
out to episode 4 of this show. That was me on that fucking kayak in Thailand. I was like,
right?
I'm gonna fucking die on like a movie set in Thailand.
Yeah,
like,
right, exactly.
This is stupid.
It's a random, like a yellow kayak.
Exactly. That I rented for like 15 baht or whatever.
Yeah. And just and you were like, finally found like weeks later in like skeletal.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Before you guys
die
wrap.
that
No, you don't want to
way.
die that way. I like to control the way I die, and like yes, I don't leave my house that much, but maybe I want to die in my house.
Yeah.
It's a nice house. Yeah, man. Like,
gonna Whitney Houston it in the tub.
oh Jesus!
What, too soon?
No. You know what I read?
Kanye.
You know what I read about the other day? If we really want to get into this, the Kanye album.
We're talking about hell. There's a hell episode. So
yeah,
go for
fuck it. So Whitney, do you know how she died?
In the bathtub.
Yeah, but you know how? So I never knew this fact about it. The water was like 95 degrees, which is like really fucking hot.
No,
and
it's not.
Maybe it was hotter than.
No, our skin is like like we're like 97, 98.
But I think the idea they said was like she wasn't taking a bath. She like died while standing up and fell.
like boiling herself.
Not even
almost.
boiled. She fell into the bathtub and drowned. Like she was probably making herself a bath and then had like a stroke or an embolism or a heart attack and then fell face first in the bathtub. Like I don't think she was like in the bath and fell asleep, which is initially what I think everyone thought.
Yeah, I mean, I think there was the OD kind of thing or whatever.
It's crazy, man.
whatever it was, kind of thing.
It's crazy. Well, it's all those people like that. Every time like someone's super fucking wealthy, like smoking crack and dies from it, you go like,
yeah. Well, Prince.
Sure,
when he passed
right?
away, like kind of just in the elevator of his house.
Overdose.
Which also just want to point out that Prince had an elevator in his house, which I kind of like.
It's nice.
Yeah. Which is nice. I want an elevator.
At Paisley Park, you do have an elevator in your house.
Oh, it's true, but also like but
What are you talking
but you know
about?
what I know what I mean.
People forget he died of an overdose, right? Prince?
Yeah.
He did. Yeah.
It's that newer kind of opiate, the one that's like super super strong. That that's
crazy, man.
Yes, that I'm smart enough to not. Like,
it's crazy.
I've never tried it because I'm sure I would love it.
Yeah, I mean, speaking to that, and we spoke about it earlier, like a little bit. Like you like some booze and stuff like that, but like I think the legends of your health choices are blown way out of proportion.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like people always thought I was like a crackhead or heroin or something. I've never done heroin or anything like that. Like,
Sorry, kids.
Yeah, sorry guys. Like, like no, listen, I play with fire and all that kind of stuff, but like, yeah, no, in general, like it's
also just where do you even get? Like, I've never even seen heroin or crack in real life.
I've seen crack before.
Okay.
So actually, my buddy Leaf.
Okay,
Who was
yeah.
on the show
Shout out to
previously.
Leaf.
Shout out to Leaf. So Leaf went
Also,
to
hire Leaf.
hire Leaf. Like,
We
yeah,
accidentally canceled this show.
yeah,
apparently.
It was-
Rest
we
in peace,
canceled Scorpion.
Yeah. I got 4 seasons.
So he would run up to it was 103rd Street in Manhattan, and he would get some pot for us. That was this like he was usually kind of like running that errand kind of thing. But at the same time.
Your weed errand boy.
Yeah, no, he wasn't our errand
I know,
boy.
I know, I'm
It
kidding.
sounds like it's just more like yeah.
We love you, Leaf.
I think he offered to do it because he would pinch the bags. So yeah,
He's a smart Jew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's what I mean. So no, and it was the cost of doing business, so it's good. Yeah. So he ran up there, and there was one time he was walking out, and goes like this homeless guy comes up to him and goes, "Hey," like, and he's like 15. He's like, "Hey, you want some crack?" And he stops for a second. He thinks. He goes, Yes, I would like some crack." And so he like buys some
He came
crack,
back with crack?
for like $5 worth of crack. Brings it back. We never tried it. It was always, but he walked around in his backpack, like
With
his
a crack
school
rock?
backpack, with a crack rock for like 2 years. And it was just like talking about the fact that like
Leaf.
So yeah.
Hey, man,
And
if we
we
can-
never fucking smoked it though.
If Mac just ruined your ability to get work, we'll hire you.
Yeah. For crack.
Right, we'll pay you in crack.
We'll pay you in crack. But,
Yeah, like it's, and I think people think of like New York, and I'm from Long Island, but people think of the big city and they go like, oh, the big danger is fucking, you're exposed to everything. Not really, right?
Yeah, it's not as bad as people think. It's not as it's.
I've never seen meth in real life. Like
I've actually never seen meth either.
no, like
Yeah.
these aren't common drugs. I feel like,
Yeah.
or
No.
maybe they are, but just not in circles. I guess we run.
Yeah,
in.
exactly.
Yeah,
I never rolled.
knocking
with.
wood, right?
Yeah, right.
Like, yeah, totally.
No shiz. Yeah.
No, man, I think like one of the bigger takeaways of this whole episode is like we're all getting older. You're probably old as shit, and
Yeah.
or you're like 16 probably.
Yeah, get a colonoscopy.
Well, actually, I didn't even want to bring that up, but let's do it. I haven't been to a doctor in like fucking 10 years.
Yeah. No,
Had
neither.
you not either until this round?
I haven't been to my general,
you gotten a physical
my
in-
GP in about 8 years.
I haven't gotten a physical in like 9 years.
Well, that's the
yeah.
thing is that because I was going to my gastro guy and things like that, same office kind of thing, and he walks up to me like kind of after things and he goes, "You should set up a general." And it's like, oh gosh, like he was being like subtle about it, but at the same time, I think it's kind of just like I don't know what he's saying, but he's saying go see your doctor
so-
because I'm not looking as good or whatever.
I've
it is.
set one up for like the day after my 34th birthday in October. That's mentally I have to give myself the rest of this year.
Wow, geez, like
That's how
really?
bad I am with doctors.
That,
yeah.
so you planned it for that? Did you
Yeah.
already set up the appointment?
Yeah, totally. I made them put it on the books.
Well, then why are you waiting this long, dude?
Because I want to mentally not have to worry. And it's not that here's the reason I don't go to doctors.
you should do the tomorrow thing.
just immediately get it over with.
Yeah, exactly.
I know,
Don't give
right?
because you're
'Cause
you're psyching yourself.
Of
dude.
course.
Yeah.
But my thing with doctors is I don't think look, the reason I don't go to doctors is because I feel good. Right? Like
Yeah.
I think I am healthy. I don't want to I guess I do I don't think they're going to tell me anything super scary.
Yeah.
And I think at worst they're going to be like, you got high cholesterol, and it's something I should take care of because now I lay in bed at night and I listen to my heartbeat and I try to compare it to heartbeats on YouTube to see if mine's faster.
yeah.
So like I'm getting to the hypochondriac stage of like,
Yeah.
oh, I should get a second opinion on what's going inside
Yeah.
of me eventually.
Yeah. Listen, I was happy with like my 2 ulcers. I was like, oh, cool, that's some heartburn. Like, thankfully, it wasn't a tumor. Like, like
Sure,
that's
you
what,
were
know-
happy you were living with them.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, cool. Like,
Is that what was hurting your back all the time?
No, I mean no,
That
it
was your
it
spine.
it was my stomach. No, my spine. Like yeah,
You had two things going on.
and also because I was pounding all that ibuprofen, it was making things worse.
You simultaneously had a twisted vertebrae and 2 ulcers through
Yeah.
80% of the podcast that's already aired.
and then I had to go on Ellen too. Like,
Mac, this is like when Brock had trichinosis, or what was it?
trichinosis sounded
or,
right,
or
but
whatever the fuck it
he's
is.
like, yeah, he had a
That
bowel
stomach
liver
bowel
thing,
and it like he was fighting it like 30%. This is the first time you've
I
ever
got
been,
knocked
like,
out by Overeem.
This
yeah.
is the new healthy Mac, man. Imagine if we were getting that quality podcasting when you had 2 ulcers and you weren't aware of it.
Right, no shit.
We're gonna
now I'm gonna do yoga and eat salad.
watch your back, Dak Shepard. We're coming for your throne.
We're coming for you.
And also to have you on the show if you want.
yeah.
Give us a shout, bro.
Yeah. What's up? Say hi, Christian.
So what, do you have any advice for the Warren out there in terms of health? Oh, so excuse me, real quick. So the big takeaway is this: no one likes living healthy. It sucks. So no one is saying to like live like our friend Ryan Nemeth, because that seems miserable to be that healthy all the time.
Yep.
Find like a good balance for you where it's you're miserable part of the time and then you're enjoying yourself part of the time.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm curbing my behavior
Seems to be
so
the
I don't have to
thing.
change my behavior.
Because it doesn't seem worth it to live all good all the time, because where's the fun in that, right?
Sure. I mean, for me, it's like, what's the point of living?
No, I didn't.
but
I didn't mean.
I know what you're saying.
I didn't mean
Yes,
live good in
I'm
the way that
joking.
we live or the way you live. I meant live good in terms of like quote unquote good, like eat healthy and work out and
I know.
sleep
But
well.
That's why it's like that was the opinion I always kind of had. It was like, well, no, like I don't mind dying of cholesterol because like at least I ate all of the steaks.
Yeah.
You know? But at the same time, like, yeah, you know what?
But check
Like,
this: they might
you know
they
what?
might
Like,
invent new kinds of steaks you'll get to eat if you stay alive.
Exactly. That's exactly that's what I mean. Like, yeah, like and like So
My
you know,
joke
now,
you-
now they put a camera up my butt. Like like I have a different opinion about my life.
Mac, if only they'd done that years earlier.
Yeah, I know, right?
Little
Like-
didn't know it was all it took. With all the cameras that you've been exposed to in your life, it took one up your butt to change it.
Yeah, that's all.
How ironic is that?
So so get your colon checked, everybody, because you might have polyps.
Even women, right? Is that a thing? or no?
Everybody. Yeah, everybody.
Everyone get a finger up your. Women have to. No, that's prostate.
Yeah, no,
That's different.
Men have prostates.
We don't have that. We're too young for that, right?
No, I mean,
you get checked
we're
for
about,
it?
We're about right. Like
You got the finger up the butt yet?
yeah, and you know what? You feel it for the rest of the day.
Really?
You do. Have you?
No.
I knew you didn't because you're the kind of person who would like avoid this. Yes,
At doctors, I haven't.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Here, the weird part is when, because they put the finger up your butt and they check your your thing. The weird part is when he licks his lips beforehand. That's the hard part,
And then he licks the glove after.
Yeah, then he spits on his finger and sticks it up your butt. That's the hard part.
Don't go to Dr. Stuart Miller, everybody.
But no, like I said, you do actually kind of feel it for the rest of the day. I did feel like a finger was up my butt the rest of the day. Same time, you get it over with. It's like that's one day of my freaking life.
Everyone, if it's one day of your life, feel like you have a finger up your butt all
yeah.
day. It's worth it.
Yeah.
And that's
Call
the
me.
Bunny Ears promise. So I'd like to think that all of you, Warren, will live healthy lives after hearing this episode.
Yeah, be healthy and stuff.
You know everything about our current stitches.
You know about my butt?
Max got some ulcers. I'm fucked up in the head mentally, and we do a podcast.
I think that's about it. Yeah. Do we want to like plug our shit?
Shall we
right
wrap?
now?
Yeah.
Let's wrap up.
So everyone check out bunnyears.com. Always Bunny Ears Pod on Twitter. Bunny Ears Podcast on Insta. I'm on all the things at Camel Toad. Culk, where you at, kid?
Oh, me? I'm the Incredible Culk on the Twitters, and also Culkamania on Instagram, which is
Also-
like really fun. So yeah, we're having a good time.
We're having a great time. We're doing lots of stuff.
Yeah.
Also, you can call us 845-393-4629. That's 845-EZE Hoax.
Yup.
Leave us a voicemail. We play it at the end of every show. Also, you know what? We got some cool podcast shirts. We never ever talk about them.
Oh yeah.
On bunnyers.com.
Yeah, go to the merch section.
you
You'll
go
actually
to
see
the
some
shop-
really fun stuff.
Yeah,
you actually will enjoy it. I'm not recommending it unless you'd like it. So,
Yeah, we got a bunch. We got a bunch of shirts in total, but we got like 2 podcast shirts up right now. And stay tuned. We're doing some live stuff soon, and we're coming to hang out with your grandparents
Yeah, and butt stuff.
and butt stuff. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Matt Cohen,
And I'm Mecca Lecca Cluckley.
and what
JTT.
What do we do at the end of every bunny year? So
I advise people to try not to suck too much dick, but if you do, send pics.
send them to your doctor, okay?
Yeah,
you never know.
Yeah, or your butt.
Dr. Bud.
Find me, gag me, take me to the bunny ranch. Find
Matt, it's Stu. I cannot believe you guys did not have me on the health episode. You know that I've broken my collarbone, broken like 4 fingers, cracked a rib, had 3 teeth knocked out, had stitches. How do you not have me on that episode? Love you boys. Such some dick.
Matt and Makuku. Hey guys, it's Peter from the Canadian Warren. Dan Fogler, what a guy, eh? Great episode. Hey, check out Manifest Destiny. That's a great comic to look at. But hey, Mac, come on, man, get back on World of Warcraft. We miss you, buddy. All right. Okay. Oh shit, Devin Sawa. Gotta go. Bye.
Warren loves you too, Matt and Mac. Yeah, that's about it. I got nothing. I called. I thought I had something clever to say, but turns out it's just this. So, you know, I'll send you those dick sucking pics when I get around to it. Quit bugging me about it. Thanks.
A Bunny Ears LLC production.
You are freaking lumberjack!